Hello and welcome. This is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Neo Scavenger. Continuing on with my I'm Not a Cannibal playthrough. Okay, we are thirsty. We should probably do something about that so that we don't have any problems with that. I don't remember which water is clean and which isn't, so we're going to have to go through the bottles of water here a little bit at a time. I should have some clean water. Okay, we do. Go ahead and drink both of these. Don't think I have any other sterilized water, so that's pretty much it for the water. If we get a means to get water along the way, that'd be good. Let's go ahead and scavenge here, though. Okay, use our botany skill to improve our chances. We did find some things. Water being one of them, that's good. Oh, I think I have that shift key thing going on again. Alright, we're going to want any edible berries here to eat. Now, I do still have this problem here, so I'm going to have to be careful what I eat here. But this is edible berries. We'll go ahead and use that. We're going to eat as much of this as we can. Staying away from the mushrooms, of course. I'm just trying to fill myself up. We're fairly hungry and we're fairly thirsty, so the more of that we can get through, the better. Okay, well, I think that was pretty good. I'm gonna just continue to move here. It is midday. I don't know if I want to go in there just yet. Let's just continue to move. How are we doing as far as the map goes? So we're going to need to start going more north than we have been. That guy has a rifle or a shotgun, so we're going to have to be careful here. Start going towards the north. Okay, he went off that way. Okay. Well, I'm not going to backtrack for that. Getting the rifle might be a good opportunity, but at the same time, I don't want to get shot here if I can avoid it. He might not have any ammunition. That's always a risk that you take, though, when you engage somebody like that. We might also start getting into fanatic territory. The monks, I think, are somewhere in this area, so we're going to have to be careful. I'm going to stick to open ground because this is going to give us the quickest movement that we can possibly have. Okay, it's getting close to night. I was kind of looking for woods that we could more conveniently end our turn on, but I might have to... Ah, here we go. This is a good spot maybe to camp. Okay. Go ahead and do that. And I didn't get a chance to buy a lighter. Maybe I should have been looking for that. But let's go ahead and loot this. High chance of finding stuff. Hey, and speak of the devil, we get a lighter. It's not a very good condition one, but hey, it's something. So that will allow us to do some things. Okay. I do have to keep in mind as I'm carrying the handgun that it will lose some durability. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end our turn here. And I think this is where we're going to end up making our camp. So let's go ahead and start off with the basics. So we're going to use this to get some sticks. Grab that. Go ahead and put this down here. That there. Confirm. Okay, put that up there. Oh, I should have checked to see if we had a camp first. Let's check. That should be big enough. All right, let's go back into our crafting menu. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean some of these dirty rags. So we're going to use this water to do that. And we're going to use our pan here. Okay. And that's it for our actions as well. So go ahead and pick that up and put it over here. Then we can put that there. Okay, well that's it for this turn. So let's end our turn. Okay, we have another clean rag needing addressing. Okay, that cut's gone too, so that works. But you're gone as well. Perfect. Okay, so we've got clean rags, dirty rags. Let's go back into the crafting. Grab our saucepan. Grab some water. Grab the dirty rags here. And the fire. Okay, perfect. And then the rest of the water we're just going to sterilize without rags. Okay, there we go. Let's drink the one lone bit of water. Put the rest in bottles. Okay, that's good. Let's now make our camp. So we're going to want a tarp with some string and some sticks. Firm. Going to then put that in our camp. Okay, nice shelter. And then we're going to need some alertness as well. So we're going to make some noise traps. I'm only going to be able to do 2 because that's all the spare bottles I have, but it should still be pretty good. Not as good if we were out in the open though, so it's a little bit more dangerous here. Let's go ahead and go back to our camp, put those there. So fairly good alertness. We've got a campfire, but I am going to beat it down and rebuild it. Just so that we have it nice and bright. And built up. Okay, I think that's all the crafting I'm going to want to do. Let's build the rest of our camp. Okay. I think we're good to go for sleeping. Let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully the diarrhea or the other issue that we are having goes away. We want to eat a little bit before we go to bed. We could eat our Twinkie, which I forgot to sell. Although I could always hold off for some berries or something. That's fairly easy to find, so let's just go ahead and sleep. Okay. Woke up after a period. Fortunately, we get to beat the fire down again. And rebuild it before it gets too low. Let's see if we can go back to sleep. Okay, let's see the state of our fire now. More or less the same. Oops, crafting. Okay, here we go. Doing a pretty good job of getting sleep now. How are we doing medically? We still have that issue, but hopefully it will clear itself out. We could scavenge here. Oh, hello. Use the lighter to make it a little safer. Okay, a lot of bottles of water, a multi-tool. Some ammunition. Now that is full metal jacket as opposed to hollow point, so we can't have both in the handgun at the same time, but heck, that really helps having that there. We also have some buckshot for a shotgun if we were able to get it. Fortunately, we already sold some slugs. And we also have some plastic bottles here. We could make our campsite a little bit more safe by crafting another noise trap here. Okay. That's been taken care of. Put that in our camp. Now we've got full-on alertness. All right, we still have enough, so let's go ahead and do this. And again, I'm going to use the lighter just because of, you know, these are nice places to search. Fortunately, we did alert people, so that's never good. Let's go ahead and end our turn just to see what happens. Okay, nothing really happened, so let's go ahead and sleep. Oh, did I never put down the sleeping bag? Whoops. Okay, there we go. Now sleep. Okay. Unfortunately, now we're in a tight spot. Let's go ahead and get up first. Okay, we see somebody. He has a meat cleaver. And we don't really know what his intentions are. He could be coming after us. Right now, he's feeble, frail, barefoot, blind, and behind cover. Behind cover means he might be a little bit tough to engage. We could fall back a bit, but if he charges at me, he might get close enough to actually attack me here. So it might be good to shoot, but as long as he's behind cover, I think we should probably just fall back a bit. Okay. So he mostly just ran away with that encounter. Okay, we do have just a small campfire, unfortunately, but I can't do anything right now until I end my turn. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Then we're going to build up our fire. Never mind, we're going to build a new one. Oh. He left me a backpack. Well, how nice of him. So I might have scared him so bad that he just ran. Oh, good. We've got some ketchup packets as well. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll eat these. Gives us some hunger back. And we'll drink some water. Again, I'm just making sure that these are sterilized so that we don't make a mistake here. That could cost us our lives. Okay. Put the handgun back in our hand. I'm going to guess that he dumped what he had, so let's go ahead and empty this out. Backpack might be worth taking, as it's going to have a lot more cargo than what we currently have. And honestly, this makeshift sack has almost had it. So at this point, we're probably best off doing that. Just so that I don't get too confused, I am going to move some things into my main backpack here. And I think we can figure out what it is that we want to keep in here. So let's just empty that out. Okay. We're going to drop this as it's lived out its usefulness. It's going to give us more cargo capacity, but I do have to keep in mind that that does mean that we will be heavier carrying things. So I can't just fill up this backpack willy-nilly and think that I'll be okay. I don't ever want to be burdened, because being burdened can be very bad. Okay, 64%, 47%, 51%. We'll grab a backup multi-tool while we're here. These aren't worth worrying about. Nor is the cardboard box. Clean rags we're going to want. I must have just left that on the ground from when I was crafting. And we'll grab at least this one plastic bag. This is just a backup in case things go bad. We'll grab a couple of these as well. All right, so again, I don't know what happened there, but the guy apparently just dropped his bag and ran. Which again, I'm grateful for. Okay, so let's take a look at our camp here. Now that we've done all that stuff, we're going to want to build a fire. So grab this, grab this, grab our trapping skill, firm. Put this away so that we don't build two fires. And we'll put that there. I guess we're more or less ready to sleep again. And we've got our alertness up. We've got everything we need. So let's just sleep a bit. Okay. So they've woken me up. And they're gone already. Well, it's morning, so good of them to wake me up. Although we are still tired. It might be worth sleeping again. Although our fire is pretty low. So let's go ahead and build that back up. I'm actually willing to sleep again here because early morning like this, we're not going to have a lot of vision. And we also don't have that much more room to sleep. Let's go ahead and sleep. See what sleep we're going to get here. Okay, now it's actually morning here. Let's go through our camp. So we're going to want that. We're going to want that, that, and make sure we have room here. Okay. First things first, let's get the sleeping bag up off the ground so we don't forget it. Go into our crafting. We're going to dismantle this and all the noise traps. Okay, and that's all we need to do. Let's go into the inventory, grab what we have. So we're going to pick up some of this stuff. We're going to get the string, get the other string, and the tarp. And that's pretty much all we need. I could grab more bottles, but I don't think we need that much. We have to always think about how much we're willing to carry with us. Okay, so we're good to go. I can always hop over into a forest anytime that I would like to scavenge a bit for possible berries. So this is the guy that was probably around and entered our camp. So we're just going to go ahead and, I mean, ideally we want to move here, then go into scavenge, but I'm going to go ahead and move in. We'll get the scavenge done this turn. Use our botany skill and we'll find some berries, hopefully, and also some water. So edible berries. Going to make a wonderful breakfast. These are also edible. I want to take those with us. Yeah, I think that's as much usefulness we're going to get out of that. These are mushrooms are edible as well. So I'm going to take the mushrooms and the berries with me for the future. And we're also going to fill up some of our water bottles here. It's actually a lot of water for the woods. Okay, good to go. So that's it for this turn. Go ahead and end their turn. Okay, we've got a dog on us. That dog may be worth killing because of the potential to eat it, really. Although we're not really in that much of a need for food, I think we just keep moving here. Let's see where we are on the map. Okay, so we're going to continue to need to go north. Honestly, outside of a cart or a sled, I think we're pretty good here with what we've got. So I'm going to move down here. And we're going to start moving towards the north if we can. This may be worth stopping in later. But I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So we're doing pretty well. We're getting kind of where we need to get as far as this objective. So a bit north and a bit more west, and we should be there. We still have our gun. We still have our 6 shots, and then we have another 6 shots. Once those shots are expended, we have our bow on our back with 5 shots if we really need to go that route. So we've got things that we can do. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.